Hey guys, this is Mitch, and this is yet another unboxing day. And not at all on the same day as the last one. No, this is very different. And this is a capped can order, which is, of course, Canadian, distributor? I don't know. Canadian website / comic service, whichever. So I try to order from there more often because less shipping, generally speaking, and don't have to worry about the conversion rate. So let's get into this one. Okay. Okay, so let's get right into it. First off, we have Rune #1. Now, there was a reason I got to this, but yeah, I don't know how many people remember the Ultraverse from Malibu Comics, but this is a weird Barry Windsor Smith vampire comic. See? I don't know why. And this is like a millennia old vampire who's like falling apart. And it's like, you know what? I never really did check that out. I would like to see what that looks like. And I'm correct. I would like to. Wild looking stuff. I have no idea why he decided to do a vampire thing. Yeah, it's Norm Brayfogle. I like how this is like badass Prime, but he's still got the very coiffed hair because this is 1993. Oh, this is the Super NES Super Advantage. This seems vaguely familiar, but only vaguely. Next up, Rune #2. That is a wild looking cover, actually. It's interesting. Does he do the colors on this too? I wonder. Can you tell? Now here we go. Colored by Keith Conroy and Barry Windsor Smith. Okay, he helped out. I know he does like to get in on that. Oh man, Rune fitting in with superheroes. I'm sure Barry Windsor Smith wasn't too happy about that. Barry Windsor Smith does like to get kind of high and mighty about how artistically valid comics usually are not. It's like, dude, then why are you in comics? That is most of comics. Comics is as much about business and about keeping to a monthly schedule as it is about creating artwork. You know? Just get out of comics. Just do illustration. Do some weird Frazetta shit. Next up, Rune #3. So, this is the last of these. And I think this was everything that was available on Capped Can. This one's particularly thick. Yeah, I cannot tell what's going on just by flipping through. It looks very good. It looks better than when BWS is mailing it in. A little bit. So that's like half the issue is the story. What's the rest of it? There's mail. Oh. Ultraverse Premiere. Oh. Who did this? Written in pencil by Derek Robertson. Why? This is Rip Fire. Okay. Yeah, seeing Derek Robertson do superhero shit is always weird. There's another one by Derek Robertson. Okay, and this is War Strike, perhaps, by Huang Oh, man, no, I can't. Sorry. Not going to do that. Len Strzelecki sounds familiar. Greg Luzniak does not, and I think I see why. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll be picking up these other books anytime soon. Next up, Shadowhawk 3. I do have all of Shadowhawk 2. And we're still keeping with the tradition that no image book needs cover enhancement. Except Shadowhawk. with the red foil here. And the cardstock cover. Oh man, it still does not look great. Wow. Okay. Like, way to try. Like I imagine he's going for something dramatic here, but yeah, I don't think that really worked. Yeah, some of these are pretty good. This is Deadline spelled incorrectly. Okay. Gotta love this mask, which has the little chin cleavage area. Oh, so what new thing is he trying to get rolling now? This is, I guess that says Valentine? That's some pretty bad lettering. Who does the lettering on this? Michael Wolf. Possibly Chance Wolf's brother? Or kid? I don't know. Does Chance Wolf do the art on this? I think he does, right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, we have actual merch. I don't have to draw it anymore. U.S. mail? Okay. Is it about a stripper? So, this might be a little predictable now. Shadowhawk 3, number 2. So, yeah, the Shadowhawk 2 series is coming out soon. So, I figured I should get Shadowhawk 3 to sort of back that up. This is still kind of a special cover, I think. This feels kind of... I think this is a little shiny. It's very thick. Again, he's got lots of backup material in this. And Shadowhawk's one of those books where you kind of wish he wouldn't sometimes. But, okay. This is U.S. mail, I take. Is this a joke? Looks like it might be. Oh, okay then. Oh, and yeah, some goofy World War II hero gets stuck in the real world. And gets shot in the face, apparently. Yeah. Okay. And this is, yeah, Shadowhawk 3. And I love this era because this is when Jim realized that the Shadowhawk 2, and Shadowhawk 3 series was confusing. So he's like, this is Shadowhawk number 9, really. And then eventually he would just abandon it altogether with, I think, Shadowhawk number 13 or 12, one of those. You know what? I took this out without flipping it over, but I figured we could all guess what it was. So Shadowhawk 3, number 3. When comes a shadow? Alrighty. Still not impressive looking. I mean, this actually is. Except for Shadowhawk himself, not so much. Yeah, it's a shame he never really got there. Oh, Vortex has a real costume now by the looks of it. Oh. And this is Jim inking himself. Ew. I guess that's why you don't do that. Okay. And A Distant Soil is coming out soon. Yeah, Colleen Doran's stuff is very interesting looking. It's very pretty. Not generally my kind of thing, but, you know, it's nice to look at. And this, of course, is Shadowhawk 3 number 4. That's it. With what looks like the return of the liquefier, or perhaps another liquefier. Oh, it is the same one. Okay. Hepcats. I remember Hepcats. I think I had a couple issues of that. I don't remember why. I just realized Shadowhawk is shiny on here. Just Shadowhawk. I think that's the same treatment they did on number 2. Next we have more Marvel Universe. Okay. But this is the regular series. From 88, I think, or 87? 86. Oh, okay. Rick Leonardi. Who else do we have in here? Dave Gibbons. That's weird. 16. The Corruptor. Okay. No, Rick Leonardi did Dagger as well by the looks of it. That's nice looking, you know? I wonder if he drew some of that then. If he did both Cloak and Dagger. Because I like me some Rick Leonardi. And Cloak and Dagger might be affordable. That might be worth looking into. David Mazzucchelli. Doing Daredevil. Nice. Wouldn't expect him to contribute on this. And also doing Death. Alright, I'll take your word for it. That looks like... Oh, what's his name? Dave Cockrum, maybe. Yep. And then some Mike Zeck Deathlock. It's funny, with these colors, it doesn't look the same, because this is a year out from Craven's Last Hunt, I think. It doesn't look like it's done by the same guy. Destiny by Paul Smith. Always liked Paul Smith. He's got a great look. Yeah, there's some neat stuff in here. Okay, another one, and another one. This is the last of the Marvel Universe ones I'm getting, and this was... I gotta get the update with Mr. Sinister and Sabretooth. Sabretooth should have been featured before. Maybe it's just the Marauders. That's what Sabretooth looks like here, eh? By Mark Silvestri, but this is in, 89. Man. And that is fun. You get where their first appearances are and everything. I always forget about that. This is kind of like the Marvel cards. Okay, who else is doing these? Louise Mason by John Byrne. Okay. She's a character in She-Hulk by the looks of it. Master Mold by Walt Simonson. You bet your ass it is. God damn, I love me some Walt Simonson. I could never draw like it. But it's so much fucking fun. Mr. Sinister by... Is that Ellen Davis? I think it is, too. Megan? Yeah. Good stuff. I like me some Ellen Davis. Mr. Jip. Who does that one? And that's from Brett Blevins, which indicates to me that this is probably a New Mutants character. And that's Mr. Sinister by Mark Silvestri. Okay. Numinous by John Bogdanov. Where is he? Yeah. That's cool. And there's another Simonson. And there's some Eric Larson, Harry Osborn. I don't even need to check that one. And there's some early Ron Lim. That's not bad looking. Ron Lim would get into... I don't know. He gets to be very formulaic very quickly. Like, I don't mind looking at some Ron Lim the same way, you know, you don't mind, like, some comfort food that isn't great, but it's like, okay, but I like it because it's familiar. Okay, next up, Wildcats number 18. And this is another case of getting the next one. Get as many as I can through Capcan just to cut down on the extra costs. Another nice Travis Charest cover. And this is from that era where he's starting to come into his own. Ooh, that is some pretty stuff. Lots of splashes. This was following issue 17, which had all sorts of splashes and double pages. We might be getting some more of the same. This was a take it easy page, I guess, but still looks great. Man alive. The early Travis... I'm starting to learn the early Travis Charest stuff, where he's really kind of getting a handle on what he can do, is fucking wild. Who does this? This looks a bit like it might be... Terry Dodson. Okay. I was going to say Adam Hughes, because I know he starts up around this time. I think mostly with Eric Larson, but that doesn't mean that he's not helping out other image and there's a similarness to the rendering, but yeah, Terry Dodson I'm not as familiar with. Yeah, that's some lovely stuff. Next we have Valeria the She-Bat from Continuity Comics. And I got this one because this is Neal Adams. First Barry Windsor Smith doing vampires, then Neal Adams. Why not? I know next to nothing about Continuity Comics other than Neal Adams was very heavily involved. Did a lot of covers and drew a few issues. And this is all some Neal Adams stuff, and like latter-day Neal Adams. Where I mean, he wouldn't do it if he didn't want to. So it's like, okay, how is it then? And I mean, it's not bad. It's very loose. So I guess he's having a good time with it, at least. Oh man, there's some wild shit going on here. Is he inking himself too? This cover is so weird. Like, kind of see-through. And super glossy. I've never seen this done before. Who does the inking? Story and art, Neal Adams. Okay, so he's doing both. All right, and next up is Valeria the She-Bat, number 5. Because he drew that one too. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what this cover is either. What is that paper? That is unpleasant. Okay, so the first one was an acetate cover. For some reason. And this one is a Tivik wraparound cover. It's just, it feels like unfinished paper. That is so weird. And apparently, I thought maybe like he got somebody else to do the in-between issues. There are no in-between issues. There is no issues 2 and 4. I'm looking online here. It says, note, issues 2 to 4 do not exist. So yeah, just some more Neal Adams shit. Because I don't have any. Except for like a couple of Conan stories. And there's some great looking shit in there. But I'd like to get some more. Like, even these ads are Neal Adams, and I'm like, yes, I'm here for that. That's a fair bit of art. Yeah. So, oh, and this part is embossed. Feels so rough and just kind of unpleasant. It's so grainy. I will read it at one point, but I'm going to be loath to hold it while I do, I think. Okay, next up, X-Men Wildcats: The Golden Age. And I think I fucked up on this one. This is Travis Charest, but I didn't realize I was ordering the 3D version. Okay. Does it have the glasses at least? It does. So I guess I'll check that out. I really didn't want the 3D version. I just wanted to see the Travis Charest artwork. Oh well, though. It's all 3D, is it? Okay. Oh, not that part. Ah, well. Next we have more Wildcats X-Men. This is the modern age. This is by Adam Hughes. I did not get all 4 of these. There's one by Brett Booth and one by Jim Lee. And frankly, I don't care enough about those ones. There's some Chris Sprouse here for some reason, I'm sure. And then it just goes into Adam Hughes. Yeah, Adam Hughes doing comics is always weird. It doesn't happen very often. Usually he's a cover guy. These days, anyway. Back here, he still had to make a name for himself. And he's got a very interesting art style, even back here. And, of course, obsessed with, the cheesecake shots. Managed to make Jean, holding her sash, look like a dominatrix a little bit. Or was that just my interpretation? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, his style is very nice. Even if he has a bit of a one-track mind. Okay, next up, just a couple left now. We have, Red Room Crypto Killers. I don't know how much of this I can show, actually. So I don't have any Red Room to this point. Banned in 26 countries, I believe. That's correct. Here. And this is some nasty underground outlaw comics. Because that's its intention. Ed Piskor is a guy who puts a lot of work in every page. And the story for Red Room is this online service this online site where they make snuff films essentially for cryptocurrency. And I think if you bid more, then the snuff films get more graphic, and it just gets horrifying. I believe Ed said that some of it does actually kind of it gets to the point where it makes him sick to to draw some of it. Yep. Like I said, there's a lot of work in here. And I'm a fan of the Cartoonist Kayfabe channel. I like Ed, as a comic book artist. So I'm like, I should support some Red Room. It's as gross as it gets. But the dude deserves the support. So, that's the first 3 issues of the new series, I believe, Crypto Killers. Because Ed Piskor is also a hip-hop guy. As in, he put out the Hip Hop Family Tree, which I believe the omnibus is just coming out soon. So, that was all that. Last one here. Right, Berserker #1. With a very shiny cover. Which is nice. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Berserker is the new hotness, partially because of Keanu. Maybe mostly because of Keanu. And I figured it would probably be a good idea to at least own issue 1. This is by Ron Garney, who was like starting to make a name for himself in 92, 93, I think, around there on, is it Morbius, or was that Ron Wagner? I think that was Ron Wagner. Ron Garney was doing Night Stalkers then, perhaps. And it looks like he's gotten a fair bit better, which is nice. And this is ultra-violent stuff starring Keanu. And written by Keanu and Matt Hint. With super-powered Spec Ops guy. And yeah. Alright. It looks pretty cool. I don't think I need another one, really. Yeah, I don't know that I'll ever do a revisit on this. Possibly not. That looks very nice, though. But, like I said, I felt like I should have it in the collection, at least to check out, so I can speak on it a bit if I need to. And hey, I wasn't expecting the chromium cover, so that's always nice. You don't see those anymore, I'm not aware of them anyway. So that's going to do it for this order. Got a little Marissa Tomei going on there, huh? Yeah, so like I said, filling in some cracks. There's another one I'm looking at now, which is like, maybe eventually. Not just yet. It's sitting on my comic shop. We'll see if I win anything that prompts me to complete that order. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now anyway. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll probably put up another one of these in 2 or 3 weeks, because that's generally how it goes. All right. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.